Hi Oilers fans, and welcome to the inaugural episode of Ask an Oiler. This is the show where we answer your questions via email with your favorite Oilers. For our first show, we're here with Sam Gagner today. How you doing today, Sam?
I'm doing very well. How about you?
Good, thanks. First question comes from Amy in Edmonton, and she's wondering, Sam, I loved the Three Amigos TV spot last year. Who are you living with this year?
It's the same group of guys. Same setup. I think we've evolved as people now, though, and our rooms look a little nicer. I think Andrew's TV is a little bigger this year, and my room's got a little more going on. I've at least got a closet now and a couple pictures up and a TV, so it's a little better than last year. But the same guys, and we're having fun with it.
So it's just the three of you again this year?
Yeah, just the three of us.
Yeah, 'cause last year, by the end of the year, Glenn Cross was living with you guys too, right?
Yeah, and then. Well, we're open for one more guy. It would, but I know it's just a lot of the guys already have living arrangements and stuff, so it just looks like it's just the three of us again.
Fair enough. Right on. Our next question comes from Brittany in Edmonton. Brittany's wondering, on your off days, what do you usually do?
It depends on the day. Throughout training camp, I've been doing a lot of errands, just trying to get everything settled in, but I think now that the season started, it'll be a little more relaxation. I like to watch TV shows. I usually buy seasons and stuff like that, and then read books and different stuff. Usually just relaxing.
Yeah, there's a lot of downtime needed when you guys are going every day like you are.
Yeah, exactly. You need to. I read it. Lance Armstrong's quote says, "Never stand when you can be sitting, and never sit when you can be lying down." So I take that to heart.
Fair enough. Yeah. So all those errands you run, kind of move on to our next question here. That's kind of a good segue. It comes from Dave in Edmonton. Dave says, "Hey Sam, is it hard to go out with friends and do things in public when so many people in Edmonton know who you are? Do you get mobbed at the grocery store?"
I don't know. Sometimes it happens that way, and it's funny for me to see because I'm not really used to it. It's a year and a half ago I was just a normal guy at the grocery store, and now it's when people come up to you and ask you for your autograph at something, it's pretty overwhelming because you don't really see yourself as somebody that's of that stature or what exactly. Yeah. I see myself as a normal guy, so it's different. I'm sure it takes a little getting used to, but I think I can find that balance where I get a chance to hang out with friends and stuff too. It's most of my friends here are guys in the team, so it's a little different. But back home, I don't usually have that problem.
Yeah, does it make it tougher? Do you ever say, "Oh shoot, it's 2 o'clock on a Saturday. This is not a good time to go to the grocery store"?
Yeah, every once in a while I get that, but usually I'm in and out of the grocery store pretty quick. I don't really roam around too much looking for different stuff, so it makes it a little easier.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm with you there. Okay, the next one comes from Caitlin in Toronto. Caitlin asks, "What's your favorite junk food to have every once in a while?"
My mom makes these unbelievable oatmeal chocolate chip cookies. I'm a big fan of those, and chocolate almonds usually get me too.
What's for you guys? Are you really watching your nutrition and your diet all the time, or is it? I mean, you're putting out so much that you can't.
Well, my metabolism isn't where it should be at for a 19-year-old guy. It's actually it's pretty slow, and I really have to watch what I eat, especially during the season. It's funny because you ask a hockey player what weight do you play at, and he goes 192, and it's like you wouldn't think there'd be much of a difference between 2 or 3 pounds, but you notice it on the ice, so it's something you really have to watch for all the time.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Next one comes from Cassidy in Sherwood Park. Cassidy says, "What's your favorite song right now, and what song pumps you up for a game?"
The song that pumps me up would probably be "Bleed It Out" by Linkin Park. That's a good song, and my favorite song right now, I don't know.
Maybe favorite band or favorite artist that you're into right now?
I'm really into Three Doors Down. I'm really in. My favorite song right now would probably be "Under the Bridge" by Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Are you one of those guys, you wear your iPod right before a game and let music kind of pump you up? Or?
Not really. I just use music right when I get out of bed. When I'm running around downstairs before I have my shower and stuff, I'm listening to music and getting psyched up and getting waked up after my nap. So,
fair enough. Getting in the right headspace.
Yeah, exactly.
The next question comes from Michaela. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, in Wetaskiwin. And Michaela wonders, she says, hey, I play guitar. Do you play any instruments, or do you have any that you wish you could play?
Yeah, no, I don't play any instruments, and I was actually talking about it with Tom the other day that it's something we both regret. I played piano when I was younger, and I thought, I don't need this, and now I regret not sticking with it. And we had guitar class in grade 8, and I didn't stick with that, and it's something that I think would be pretty cool to be able to have in my repertoire right now, but obviously let that get away from me.
Yeah, it seems to be the way it is when you're younger. You never want to take those lessons, but when you're older,
you're too cool.
Yeah.
And that would be, I tell that to my little sister, don't give it up. So
you're that kid, so stick with your music lessons.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's obviously the Guitar Hero guitar, but that can't really be considered too much.
Exactly, yeah.
Next question comes from Sean in Edmonton. Sean says, I know that NHL 09 is just a video game, but are you going to work even harder this year to prove to everyone that you're a much higher rating than a 76? I mean, come on, you're easily an 85.
It's something I try not to let it get to me, but when you have your friends calling you every day, giving you the gears about it, it's something that's in the back of my mind. Obviously, I think there's a lot of things I have to prove this year. I think last year was a great year, but you always want to take steps forward, and for me, this is a great building block year for me, and I really have a lot to prove, and hopefully I can prove myself and maybe get a better rating in the next one.
Bump yourself up to the 85. Yeah. You spend a lot of time playing NHL 09 still? Is that something you're really into?
It's from time to time. I wouldn't consider myself a video game guy. It's someone I have a little free time in the afternoon or something, I'll sit and play for a bit with. I'll play NHL 09 live and stuff like that, but it's not something I need to get home to play it.
Yeah, so. we got a few emails asking what your screen name was, because everyone of course wants to play against you. Yeah. But people wonder if they're playing against you sometimes. Yeah. The names people come up with for their screen names, I'm sure a lot of people are claiming to be you anyway. Next question comes from Brandon in Stratford, PEI. And Brandon simply asks, what was your favorite hockey team, and who was your favorite player growing up?
My favorite hockey teams growing up were probably the teams my dad played for. When I kind of moved around, and I kind of really enjoyed watching the teams my dad played for. But my favorite player was Peter Forsberg growing up. I've always loved the way he plays. He's a competitor, and he can be in so many ways. He's strong on the puck, and he's a smart player. He makes the players around him better. And he's always a guy I try to model my game after, and he was a great player for a number of years.
What about, let's go back to your dad for a little bit. A lot of people probably don't know too much about your dad's hockey career. Do you want to just kind of touch on what time he spent in the NHL and professional?
No, he was an unbelievable player, and it's the things he accomplished. He was up and down 6 or 7 times in the minors before he made it big, and then the next year he scored 40 goals. So he really had to persevere through a lot, and the experiences he gained through playing, he's been able to teach me about, and I owe a lot to him in that regard. He's taught me so much about the game, and it's easy to respect his opinion and listen to him because of how much he's accomplished.
Right, and does he still call you up and give you advice on the game?
Oh yeah, he was here for the first game, and he's working for Vancouver now, but he said he'll still give me some advice and try and help me out, even though he's with the enemy.
Yeah. Well, that must have been really beneficial for you, especially to start your professional career so young. Mm-hmm. I assume he had a lot of off the ice advice for you as well.
Exactly. It was especially last year was huge for me. I was able to call him anytime I had a question. He was there for me every step of the way.
Right on. Next question comes from Tamana in Kelowna. And Tamana asks, what's the one thing you miss the most about minor hockey?
I think everything. I actually have a jersey in my room right now. It's signed by everybody on my minor midget hockey team, and brings back a lot of memories. We always had training camp at a place called Teen Ranch in Caledon, Ontario, and it was the best times ever. It was just pranks being played and playing hockey by day, and then tournaments when you're younger, they're always fun, playing mini sticks, and it's everybody talks about it when they're. And I think the biggest thing for me was I had a rink in my backyard, and everybody would come over and play, and those were the funnest days ever. You never really worried about anything. You just played hockey and had fun with the guys, and those are the things I remember and miss the most.
Yeah. Speaking of pranks, it's a pretty infamous story now. Dustin Penner in Jasper, and then what he pulled. Do you want to just talk about, first of all, what he did for those people who may not be aware?
Yeah, he I guess before we went up there, he had come up with this plan that it's kind of in Jasper. It's forest, and guys wouldn't be expecting if he would pull a prank, and he actually bought a Saw mask, the mask from Saw, and he just went out to everybody's room, and me and Andrew were totally not expecting it at all, because we had locked actually both our doors. So we figured nobody was getting in, and he actually got one of the groundskeepers to let him in the room, and he just poked his head in, and I was watching a DVD, and I looked up and I see he's a massive man with this Saw mask, and I kind of figured something going on, but I was startled a little bit, and Andrew was actually sleeping, and when he woke him up, it was like Andrew was completely, he almost attacked Pens. He didn't know what was going on. So it was, there's some pretty funny things that happened. Ethan got scared, and he actually choked Pens out, and Pens actually had to pull the mask off to show it was him. So it was a good time.
Right on. Yeah, Penner was saying he said you guys showed your age when he came in to freak you guys out.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
That's pretty funny. Yeah. Well, I guess that makes those trips like Jasper, those
opportunities
to do that kind of thing.
Exactly,
Yeah. Right on. Next question comes from Adam in Vermilion, who says, if you could play on a line with any two Oiler forwards from the past, excluding Gretzky, who would they be?
It would be Messier, just because he opens so much room for everybody, and he's he'd be an easy guy to play with. He made great plays. He was a true champion, and he's a guy that when you watch the game, you come to respect so much, just because he does whatever it takes to win. And probably the other guy would probably be a guy like Gary Curry, because I'm more of a passer, and I like to draw guys to me and make plays, and he's probably one of the best pure scorers ever to play. He could score from anywhere, and he was unbelievable at it for a lot of years.
Yeah. Do you find you're given the freedom to be the player that you are, the passing player that you are with the organization?
The coaching staff's been great that way. I think for me to be at the top of my game, I need to be able to hold on to the puck and make plays, and from time to time I'll make some bad turnovers, and that comes with the territory. But a lot of coaches wouldn't let that happen, wouldn't let you do it. So it's really helped my game come full circle, and it's helped both sides of my game. And I think last year I improved a lot because I was able to play with that confidence, and hopefully I'll continue to get better.
Right on. Next question comes from Tyler in Calgary, who's wondering, rink dog before a game, left side of your equipment on first, or just a custom job on the stick? What's your personal game day superstition or superstitions?
Yeah, well, my superstition is not having any superstitions. I don't like to get into too much of a routine, because I feel like if something were to happen, then I'd have a bad game. So I always tape my stick, do different things before the game, have my warm up. So that stuff stays the same. The stuff that I can control, I keep the same. The stuff that's out of my control, I like to switch up all the time.
Right on. Yeah. All right, well, that's all the time we got for today, so I want to thank you again very much for coming today, Sam.
Thank you for having me.
And next week, we'll have Steve Staios as our guest, so visit EdmontonOilers.com and follow the links to email your questions for Steve. Thanks very much. This has been Ask an Oiler.